Welcome to the AHCA NCAL National Quality Award Program's Examiner Training Series. Today's session will focus on SharePoint user training. This session is part of a 5-part series. You should previously have viewed New Examiner Introduction and Orientation, Orientation to the Review Protocol, and Feedback Writing before viewing this session. We are joined today by Courtney Cryer, Director of Quality and the Quality Award Program at the American Healthcare Association. I'll hand it over to you now, Courtney.
Thanks, Tim. Welcome to all our senior and master examiners. Before we jump into the SharePoint site, let's review what SharePoint is. SharePoint is a Microsoft Office product with many different purposes. You may use SharePoint in your workplace to build your organization's website or to manage documents. We use it for the Quality Work Program, and we commonly refer to it by its generic name of SharePoint. Applicants submit their applications directly into SharePoint through a program we refer to as the Application Portal. We then use SharePoint as a storage site for those applications throughout the review process. We also use it as a method of distributing applications to examiners. At the end of the review process, we upload feedback reports and score sheets to SharePoint so that our editors can access them. The bottom line is that SharePoint allows us to distribute applications and feedback reports to examiners and editors, cutting down on the email traffic and improving the privacy and confidentiality of all applications. On or before March 18, 2013, all examiners will receive an email with their username and password for the SharePoint site, as well as their team number. Your assigned applications will be available in SharePoint at that time. This will mark the beginning of the review period, so examiners should immediately access SharePoint. I will walk through the process for accessing these applications now. The first thing you should do when you receive your username and password is to create 3 new folders on your desktop. The folders should be entitled Quality Award Applications, Quality Award Feedback Reports, and Quality Award Forms. Please make sure that you're creating these folders on a secure computer where other users do not have access. For example, do not save them to your organization's shared drive where other staff are able to access. Or if you share computers at work, please put them on the desktop of your personal computer instead. If you simply do not have access to a private, secure computer or folder, you can save them to a personal flash drive. Another quick point to make at this time is regarding the naming protocol for feedback reports. All feedback reports should be saved with the application number and the word draft. There should be no spaces between the application number and the word draft. This helps staff organize feedback reports and editors to access them. You will begin creating feedback reports when you get into the review process with your team. Let's move into the SharePoint site now. This is a direct link to the SharePoint website, and this URL is also available in the Senior Master Examiner SharePoint User Instructions Manual. I'm going to copy and paste this link into my browser now. As you can see, this URL takes me directly to a sign-in page. This is where you'll enter the username and password you received from us. Your username is your email, and the password is unique to you. I'm going to enter a sample username and password now. If you are on a secure personal computer, you may select Remember Me on this computer. If not, you should not check this. Once I enter the username and password, I'm going to scroll down and select Sign In. Once you hit Sign In, this home page will pop up. You will see that the home page has all of this unattractive error text. This text populates because you don't have access to the folders on this home page. If you did, these folders would contain all of the applications submitted this year. You only have access to the applications that have been assigned to you, which are available in your team folder. So in short, just ignore this page. This is not telling you that something is wrong with the site, but simply that you do not have access to all of the Quality Award applications. The two folders that are most important to examiners are Shared Documents and your examiner team number. You can see the links to these folders on the left side of the screen. The examiner team number you see when you log in should match the team number you received in the email with your username and password. If that is not the case, please let us know as soon as possible. First, I'm going to demonstrate how you download an application from your team folder. First, you will select your team folder. As you can see, the team folder for this test account is 5. You will also see, once you select 5 and get into your team folder, you will see a year created link. You need to expand this by selecting the plus sign or the year created text. The team number will then pop up. Again, you will select the plus sign or the examiner team number text. Now here are 3 applications we've moved into this folder as part of the demonstration. When you log into the site, you will have more applications with actual facility names. These are here, again, just for this demonstration. To download the application, you will click on the application number, such as 13091-2, and hit OK. You might be asked to sign in at this point. The document, and that's fine. You should only be asked to sign in once more if you select Remember Me on this computer. The document will then download on your computer, as you can see it here, and you can select Save As to save this document into your team folder. You can then repeat that process for each application assigned to your team. And obviously, again, these are test documents, so the applications assigned to your team will actually have information entered into the Microsoft Word document that you're seeing, and won't simply say test document. These were just created as part of this demonstration. Now I'm going to open the Shared Documents folder. This is where important documents for the review process are stored. Again, you can select the name of the document to download it, just as you did with your application. You can save these documents into the folder you created called Quality Award Forms. However, please note that you will have continued access to this website. So if you prefer not to download the documents, or if you upload additional information or change any of your team assignment applications, you will still have access to the site. And that concludes the training portion of this webinar. I'm going to throw it back to Tim now to conclude the webinar. Thank you.
Thank you, Courtney, for that insight into SharePoint. Your next session in the series will be the Examiner Training Conclusion. This concludes our session on SharePoint User Training. Thank you, and good day.